कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। The expertise is needed where something is difficult, but important to have. Some things are problem giving, but you convert that problem into easy area. I was giving example that commutation and communication both were a problem. Letter used to take so many days if you have to convey the message. 40 years back, from here to convey the message to any foreign country, it will take 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Now it takes 2-3 seconds. So that which was a difficulty outside, problematic outside, it has become now easier by some expertise. That is called communication expertise. That medicine which was not there, there was a time tuberculosis was incurable. So, but now it is polio was incurable. Polio. Now they give the polio injections. That is expertise in that particular area. So, what is important? What is the area where difficulties are there? I was talking about yesterday outer areas and inner areas. You remember that? Harmonizing, then illumination, then solution, then devotion, egolessness, dispassion. But some are very difficult area where expertise is needed. What is the difficult area? To live in this world and not to get, if somebody is very good with you, you don't want that, you don't develop a sense of indispensability with that person. He is very good, I appreciate that. But to say that without him I cannot be happy, this is attachment area. It's very difficult to, it's a big trap area. Or somebody has not been good with you. Not everybody will be good with you. This is the world. With Bhagavan Ram, not everybody was good. How can everybody will be good with you? Not to develop a sense of that I cannot live with him at all. Indispensability of not living. So both are indispensability. One is indispensability of living, other is indispensability of not living. I cannot live at all now. Enough I had. This is a trap area. That why? Because it is going to give sorrow. Now, how to dissolve it? Other area I will say. You are very good in some work. And definitely you are good in some work. Or even without being good, you can have Abhiman. I told you once also. You need not be good in anything, but you can develop Abhiman. It's a false Abhiman. I told you, and I wonder sometimes, what for this person is ego? Neither is good in his studies, neither talking, neither looks, neither family-wise, nothing is there. But what Abhiman is there? Many people I met, not here. So what is in that thing? So that is area because Abhiman makes you it will deprive, it is a depriver. Ego means joy depriver, love depriver, respect depriver, grace depriver, good fruit depriver. What easily you could have got, you can't have now. Loss ho gaya, nuksan to hua. That deprivation will give you sorrow now. And maybe if you are in the factory company, you will fight the job depriver. Promotion depriver. You have to live with people there also. There are 10 people around you. And if you are having a friend depriver, you made more enemies. Making maximum enemy in minimum time. अब क्या करें भाई, हमारा स्वभाव ऐसा है. Maybe as husband I have a wife depriver. Wife ran away. Or supposing I am a wife, then husband doesn't want to live with me. Such I am wife. The husband depriver. So it is going to deprive you badly. Who? This ego. It is not going to leave you, that you will have your ego also and everybody. Even if everybody is around you, they will be, because they cannot leave you, therefore they will act to be good. All talents come out in front of you then. They will act that I love you a lot, not that I don't love you. It needs a saint will love you, maybe saint can still be there. And worst part is God depriver. So it's a sorrow-giving area. Attachment is a sorrow-giving area because if you are, not only a person is indispensable, but his particular ways I want, that is indispensable for. You have to sit with me. You should not be with anybody else. So some things, you become very intolerant on some things. All negativity means you are intolerant to some person and situation or response. फिर से बोले. Negativity means you become very, volatile, highly inflammable, even attachment also. Because in attachment, I want you in a particular manner, in a particular words, in a particular time. I don't want you to be somebody else. Attachment and all these are the weeks of ahankar only. You become very, like a petrol is there, highly inflammable, little fire is required. It will flare up. No, none of you are like that. So don't worry, I'm not saying like that. Why you are after me? है ना, ठीक करे ना, right? So this is the negativity aspect. The world is very powerful for you. And it is a weak area of yours. Whom you don't like, he is a weak, that is your weakness. And whom you like a lot, that is also your weakness. Attachment is your weakness because in front of that you will lose your grace. You are not presentable. You are not adorable. If I act like that, I am not adorable. I am not presentable. I am not lovable. I am not respectable. Weak areas are there. 3 areas I said, if you remember. More are there. I'll tell you a few examples. Where expertise is, I live in the word, but I avoid developing these 3-4 things. And this is what Bhagavan says, yogaha karmasu kaushalam. Buddhiyukto Buddhiyukto. You know that Buddhiyukt person, he will have this yoga. How he will have this yoga, we will see that. Achha, I'll give you some example. What is that example there? See, Bharatji was king representative for 14 years. All powers were his. Military was his, finance was his, people were his, decisions were his. Whatever he wanted was done. Everybody knew that he has power. 14 years, not 1-2 days. But his expertise was that he did not develop the intoxication and he never felt this power was mine. Difficult. People don't leave their positions. Simple. Forget about Ayodhya was whole earth. Ayodhya means whole earth was under him, including South Africa. Simple societies are there. Understand? No? Societies. 5 apartments are there. They have also secretary, etc. They have elections there. Conversing is there. You don't know? Huh? Not corporation. Ordinary house among themselves. Among themselves also. So that electricity is there or not, water is fine or not. They look after. That also they don't give it. And here Shri Bharatji, he didn't, expertise was that he was not at all thinking that this power is the source of my joy. And he gave it as easily as if he has never got it also. Now nobody will listen to him after Ramji takes the power. See the point here. That is not your area now. Earlier, all decisions were through me. Finance through me. Military through me. Agriculture through me. No, it will not be with you. You are just one of the ordinary persons. It means you will be now with through Ram. We all want to make decision makers. Except our life, we like to make other decisions. But he was the one, see, expertise is there. He was not at all, he kept a distance between his identity and the world outside. World should not give me identity because he had so strong identity of devotee or of servant of Bhagavan Ram. This was expertise. And therefore he was very happy. After the power was given up, he felt he should only have it. Never, Abhiman also never came that I should have certain things. Very difficult to have expertise. Mahajay sansar ripu jeeti sakai sobir. These are difficult areas. Outside areas not that difficult. Earning money is not that difficult. You are a good doctor is not that difficult. You are a good engineer, not that difficult. You are a good politician, not that difficult. It is not easy. But that inside areas are very, very difficult. Bhai, wo Bharat ji the, how can I be there? Come, don't worry. There is one person called Khatwang. Khatwang, he was a king. Khatwang, have you heard his name? Heard? So he was the ancestor of Bhagavan Ram. He went to fight for Devatas. Fight was over. He was about to go. So somebody came, he said, your death is within 15 minutes. Immediately it is said to us, I think we will die before that. Out of fear. Raj will say that, "Dare, ye to kaam padha diya inhone hamara. I already had booking." So his and expertise was of Khatwang was Baja Khatwang. He had not done any bad actions. He had propitiated God so much. So when you propitiate a God a lot, so you feel death will be meeting him. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The death is what is the sad part, that I will lose everything. I will lose the people in the death. But there I won't lose anybody. I will be gaining the Lord. He came back to his puja room, called all the priests, etc. He said, I am going. So that difficult area, he made death a celebration. It was not difficult for him to pass everything. Some things difficult comes in our life. In the company, you know who gets a bigger salary? Not one, the labor who works. Who solves a difficult problem of the particular place. Which job nobody else can do, he can do that job. If everybody can, what job you can do, 10 more can do, then your value is not there. And in anybody's life also you will be important. What you can do, nobody else can do for you. Then that person will be very important. You have heard this, Sharyati was one king. Sharyati. And he had a daughter called, Sukanya. Remember this story? Well, remember little, don't ask too much, I'm feeling sleepy, so you're disturbing me, so. And this Sharyati and everybody went in the forest. Don't ask yes, no, don't say yes, you remember that. Let me now complete it. Don't take my joy of not telling the story. Now you hear as if you have never heard. Say yes. So, at that point, they were all wandering there. The ashram came, and that ashram, they had one ant hill. An ant hill had a hole there. And this daughter of, what? Daughter of Sharyati, whose name was Suganya, out of play, she took one thorn and she pricked on that holes, poked on that holes. And blood started coming out. Now I remember. And then, he was a king. He had all the army, etc. with him. So all the people in the army and all this, their urination, everything is stopped. Now this Sharyati's daughter, she understood that something wrong I have done. And then she confessed it to his father, Sukanya. Sharyati said, okay. Now that was Chavan Rishi, who was doing tapasya, and who was totally old. Kampit, he was doing like that, so old like that. Eyes were totally inside. The whole cheeks was as if, veins were all seen. Hands were like that, but austere. To repent for that difficult area, Sharyati asked his daughter to marry this old person. अब देखो यही difficulty आ गई. You are known when you are placed in a situation which is not a normal situation. Where sadness is very natural to have. Anger is very natural to have. Irritation is natural to have. And I don't want to follow this father. Both are fools. He is getting married, old guy, and my father also is a fool. And she was hardly in 16 and 20. This daughter. Who? Sukanya, not Sharyati. Sukanya. This Kanya, see what she had. She thought, no, if father has said, there must be something. If my father has said, and I have worshipped somebody as God in my life, so God alone will express from that person. There is some planning behind that. That means too much of faith was required to go through that particular situation. This is expertise. She married. अब क्या करेंगे बढ़ो महाराज के साथ? सेवा ही करना पड़ेगा. You have to serve him. He had to, getting water, getting for Havan Pujan, all these things. Not that she can see, oh, so nice hairs are there, so nice. Hair ही नहीं, कहाँ से nice कहाँ से होगा? There is no hair in. Chavan Rishi, he had no hair. Where you praise? Young girl was there. Or your eyes are right. Eyes itself is not there, it is all sunk inside. Or your lips are like, lips are nothing is there, slowly God took away everything. What to praise? Which part of the body to praise? But she kept on serving. This is a difficult area. Without any grudge and without any anger. Sometimes too much of faith is required. And too much of surrender is required. Little surrender doesn't work here. In simple situation, little surrender maybe you can go ahead. But sometimes situations are too difficult. Little surrender, little faith does not work. Ultimately, after some years of her seva, which was a tapasya actually, expertise, without getting angry on both of them. Can I tell the whole story? Or leave it? You must be knowing now after that. Ashwini Kumar came, Devata's Ashwini Kumar. He is the doctor of all Devatas, Dr. Ashwini Kumar. Chavan Rishi said, see, I am so old. And this girl is there, too young is there. I got married to this girl. Can I also become young? He said, yes, I'll give you some kind of Ayurvedic treatment. In some pond, you have to take a dip. All three went, three understand. Ashwini Kumar too and this Chavan Rishi. And they took a dip, went inside that. And he was standing outside. And Maharaj, they all came. Ashwini Kumar were already young. This Chavan, they had nice hairs, they had nice smart eyes, nice cheeks and nice nose, lips, hands. So beautiful, handsome he came out. This is the fruit. Your faith will never be growing unless you are placed in this situation. Later on I will not tell all the stories. Living with certain person you need certain expertise. Living with very good person, you need expertise. And living with horrible person also needs expertise. It's not that easy. If somebody is average, doesn't matter. But somebody is too good that you have to really see that I don't take advantage of that person. I don't get too attached. And if somebody is not there, then I should not be troubled so much. Bhagavan was never troubled by mantra, etc. And this is what is called yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyakta dhananjaya siddha siddhyor samobhutva samatvam yog uchyate. Duren hi avaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya buddhi yogam yoga, what is that? Duren hi avaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya. Buddhav sharanam anvichya kripna phal hetava. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita dushkrite tasmad yogaya yujyasva yoga karmasu kaushalam. Well, kaushalam I will say, lest you say. So, this kaushalam, see kaushalam is I am in the situation, I am surrounded by everybody. Lakshmanji's expertise, I'll tell you. Can you guess expertise? Can you guess? Can you guess? 13 years he served Ramji alone. And every time Ramji was looking for him. 14th year, 13th year, this Hanumanji and others came. There was a full chance of jealousy. And Bhagwan Ram, every night, only one work he used to do. Praise Bharatji, do Lakshmanji. And this Lakshmanji's thing was that he never felt insecure because of that. Difficult. If you are alone, then you can say, but sometimes you make somebody your competitor. Not he has not made you. You made him your competitor. Because you felt he is going ahead of me. You diverted from the goal of giving joy to Bhagavan, rather you find why should he get attention? When I was getting this much whole attention, now it is sheer attention now. And Bhagavan Ram is also not less. To make this point clear about Lakshmanji, meeting Hanumanji, he says, Tumte priya Lakshman te duna. I love you double than Lakshman, in front of Lakshmanji. And here Lakshmanji, he has to go. Hanumanji can go fadak se. He brought this much fruit. Lakshmanji took 1 hour to get this much fruit. It's not that you can ask somebody and he came that. Not like that. You have to plug that. Water, fatak se aa gaya. All work which he was doing now, Hanumanji is doing now, his work has gone now. If I was there, I said it was my work. He took away my work. Okay, let him work. I also don't bother. Let him work. My work is taken away. I was doing the same work. Now, 2 days I don't do, others take my work. And they don't give it back to me. 2 days I was not there. And they took away my work. Let them take. I don't bother. All work of Lakshmanji, Hanumanji took away. We are so insecure. बहुत कमजोर आदमी हैं हम लोग. Very weak people we are. हमारा काम ही चला गया. Identity has gone now. अरे भाई सेवा person, one who wants to serve, there are million ways to serve still. Hanumanji said, good, Hanuman, you go. Lakshmanji said, in the meantime I can press his feet and I can give some water. His expertise was that he never felt anybody as competitor. Your expertise in living is that you never feel anybody is your competitor. Because in a competition what happens, object is one and only one person can have that object. But when you are seeking God, there is not one object. That God is for you also. Not that if he gets God, you will miss it. And if he pleases God, I cannot please God then. It is not that competition. Ek phool do mali. It is not like that. One flower is there and 2 gardeners are there. It's not like that. I like that boy and she also likes, she also likes. Then I am a competitor of that. No, it's not like that. In Lakshmanji's life, competition was not there. आप पकड़ रहे हो expertise के. Difficult. In Lakshmanji's life, calm was not there. Otherwise, he wouldn't have left his family. Attachment was not there. In the dream also, he never remembered mother Sumitra and wife Urmila. Difficult areas. Life is not simple. You cannot, if with simple things, without these qualities, life will become difficult for you. और सुना देते हैं. Most difficult and most expert. Shall I tell you whose name is there? Can you guess? Bhagwan Krishna. Surrounded by so much of beautiful wives. And not a single time he had any attachment to any wife. While he had to go for Golok, he said to Daruk, he said, go and tell them I'm gone. Navam karmani limpanti name karm phale spura. I'm not attached to anybody. And all we were serving, not a difficult wife like we all had. All means some of them, not everybody. Some wives are very good also, don't mistake me. When he used to come, they were all the time serving only. Somebody was pressing the feet, somebody was giving pan, somebody was giving food, somebody was giving bath. Like that, wives were there. But he was free. The experience of freedom never went from him. Bapre. So many examples are there. You don't know which difficult area you will be placed in the future and today. And that difficult area you cannot move away from your life. You have to live so that what? Three things you don't develop. I don't develop. Abhiman means unreasonable demander. Unreasonable demander of unproportionate identity is ego. What new definitions they are giving. Unreasonable demander of what is it? Disproportionate identity from world which world will never give. This abhiman, I have to save myself. Attachment, I have to save myself. Hatred, I have to save. These are difficult areas. Jealousy, I have to save myself. More examples are there. Let me go to next word. Oh, too much expertise is there. Next word, which is 27 words. Satyam Shaucham, 16 chapter, 26 slok. Satyam Shaucham Daya Kshantihi Tyaga Santosha Arjavam Damo Shamo Damastapas Samyam Titiksho Paratishrutam Jnanam Viraktirashwaryam Shauryam Tejo Balam Smritihi Swatantram Kaushalam Kantihi Dhairyam Mardamamevacha Dhairyam Mardavamevacha. Next word is Kantihi. अब इसका क्या करें? You know Kanti means what? Beauty. अब ये beauty कहाँ से लाए यार? हाँ? अब जो है सो है. Whatever face I have, what can I do now? Whatever nose is there, whatever face is there, whatever hairs is there, what are remaining, I have to live with it. अब ये कांति कहाँ से आ गई इसमें? And that too धर्म लक्षण is beauty. क्या लिख देते हैं इन लोग भाई? They write and go and I have to sit here and explain. Those who write, they should come and explain also. No. They alone are explaining. That God who has written, He alone will explain. I will not explain. So, Kanti means beauty. Now understand, this beauty is a very beautiful point here. This beauty is not talked out of bodily beauty, what is there. This is the topic of Bhagavat Dharma is there. It's a Bhagavat. So, saints have no value for external beauty. Ashtavakri you must have heard. They have no value for that. Because that beauty is only skin deep and it will wither away in few days. Like this flower withered away. From morning till evening, similarly this beauty also will go away. After 30, all appear same. As far outer is concerned, Angam Galitam Palitam Mundam Dashan Vihinam, and some are was before 30 only. Anyway, so I'm not hinting at anybody. So the meaning of Kanti. What is the meaning of Kanti? Understand this point. Because we have a lot of thoughts. And thought has its own Devata. Devata means presiding deity who holds the nature of that particular thought. Okay. And good thoughts and bad thoughts. So bad thought, you can say it has its own Devata, that will be called Daitya or Asur. The holder of that thought is some Asur or Rakshas is there. Whatever you want to call, you can call it. But there is some holder of a thought. Oh. Achha. So thought is not just like that. It comes with that Devata. Like somebody calls you, so your body won't go, Jeev also will go along with that. You can't say you leave the Jeev and bring the body only. No, it is that dead body can't come. So when thought comes in anybody, thought comes with a particular Devata. Okay, so what? So what? And it has its own particular nature, the thought or a Devata. Good thought, bad thought, whatever is there. Right? Thought of, supposing, let us start with good thought only. Thought of love is there, selflessness is there. It has its Devata. And what is the nature of thought of love? Let everybody be happy. You also come and eat, you also come and eat. How are you doing? I am fine. Can I do something for you? No, you're fine. You will have hot or cold? First cold, then till the hot is prepared, then hot. Okay. Okay, please sit. And you have any pain, etc., any fear? No. Okay. Thank you so much. How's everybody in the family? Fine. Can I do something for you? No, fine, don't worry. I think you rest today here only. Achha? But you have no room? No, we'll adjust. I'll make it. Tomorrow morning you have your nice lunch and then only you go. Thought of love is a Devata through which you want to give lot of joy to any person around you. It's a Devata. It is not you. You have brought that thought many times. And now that thought is expressing Pura karo, effortlessly in front of you. Other person may think, why he is asking him to stay? Hardly he has any food. Sant Eknath Ji was there, he was fond of him. One day in the night, 12 o'clock, somebody came. Poor person. Who? Eknath Ji. Not the one who came. He was a simple Brahmin. He said, I am very hungry. He said, go and cook, wife. Wife said, rice is there, but wood is not there. He said, whole night, will it tomorrow 8 o'clock shop will open, then we will have wood. He said, what for is my bed? He took away earlier the bed was there with the rope, etc. They took away. In the night, dismantled everything and he started burning that wood. He did not do that. There is a Devata of Prem which makes the person think about how can I give him maximum joy in minimum time. And he could not stop himself. When you cannot stop from doing something, that means that particular Devata in some thought has become very important, very prominent in you. Okay. Thought went away. No, topic went away. But the Devata of love sat inside. When you do the work and complete the work is over, vritti also goes away, but Devata of that vritti does not go, it sits in you. And that expresses everywhere, on your face, in your eyes, in your tongue. Okay. Please, Swami, explain this. I woke up. afternoon I could not get rest. Some people say, since I am coming to your talk, I am getting asleep. Shall I take it as a compliment? Or shall I take it as a sense? पहले नींद नहीं आती थी, जब से सत्संग में आ रही नींद बहुत अच्छी आ रही. Anyway. You don't invoke a thought. You invoke the potential of effortlessly giving something. Bad and good both. I am coming to bad also. Oh. And that Devata can be so strong that it can give you God also. And that Devata can be so strong negatively, it can be inimical to God also and Dharma also. देखो, ध्यान देना. No thought human being has made. Human being has invoked a certain thought. Thought of calm human being has not made. Don't blame anybody. Only you made calm. No, he did not make calm. Remain calm. Okay. Thought of anger human being has not made. He has invoked it more. That is his area. Thought of greed he has not made. Thought of Guru Bhakti he has not made. Thought of Ram Bhakti he has not made. No thought human being has made. Then what he has done? What he has done? Practice consciously or unconsciously he brought that thought. And he forgot one aspect. By bringing that thought, or remembered, I don't know, he is going to make the Devata's root so strong in your heart that now that Devata will run the show and not you. Supposing anger is there. Do you think anybody wants to be angry? I don't think so. By invoking my anger many times, that Krodhasur is there. Why to call it Devata now? There is Asur there. Anger is required. Anger is important. Otherwise you cannot kill the demons. Calm is also required. Yatha sthan, yatha kal. As is the right place and time. But this anger which is not at a right place and not at a right time, when it comes out, and what's the nature of this? Go away, get out. Loudly I'll speak. He is very bad. I'll hit, I'll kill, I'll throw you out. This Devata I have brought, or this Asura I have brought in my heart. Tell me, after the anger goes away, this Devata does not go away. It will peep through your eyes, it will peep through your nose, it will peep through your hands and legs. And therefore, a different flavor will be there of your personality. Therefore, from the person's personality, you can tell that actually what he has done, who is the inside, who is the indweller. And that is called Kanti. Kanti means he has entertained so many good thoughts. That if you see somebody's, very lavish house is there, so you can make out, I think some rich person's house is there. Or somebody is there in the party, etc., very nice clothes, all diamonds, etc., hanging on every part. So you feel, I think, he is a rich person. So when a person does an action, please get this point. It is not an action. You are inviting one deity unconsciously. And if you invite that many times, he will take firm root in your heart. And then it will he who will decide you should be shouting or not shouting. It will be he who will decide you should do anything or not. And supposing that Devata is very good, then supposing Daya is there, you invoke the Daya Vritti a lot, then what will happen? Ranti Dev example I gave a few days back. So much Dayavritti was there. He said, I will die. Any good Devata will say, for God you die. What is the meaning of good Devata? Which will make you do, which will please God, which will please Guru, which will expand your vision, which will give joy to everybody. It is self-sacrificing tendencies there. For the joy of higher. The self-sacrificing tendency, self-comfort, self-emotion and self-ego. When you sacrifice three things, for what? For joy of higher, and you can sacrifice your life also. This Devata is called very big. Very big Devata who is now very developed in him. Got it. And now if this Devata is there, he will express. Yes, he will express. How? Everywhere. You can make it out that this saint is having that Devata. Or if you meditate every day, supposing, and you have a Dhyan Devata, so Dhyan Devata will force you to meditate. And one day it will say, no, nothing doing like that. And you'll be automatically going to meditation. And if you have fault finding Asur, I see his fault and your fault, then this is the tendency that I have developed that. So what is the negative Asur? It is anti-God, anti-Guru. It is creating sorrow outside. It will think very small, and it is not self-sacrificing. It is self-enjoying at the cost of somebody else's sacrifice, and let him die. I don't care for that. This is the nature of this particular thought. So very, very thoughtfully please think. Because you are inviting somebody, and he'll take roots. And supposing you have very good big thought of Guru Bhakti is there, is also very big thought. And that Devata has taken root in you. So for Guru you will die after that. You say, I will do anything for that. And this Devata will take you to God. With the example of Prishadra I gave you, one was cursed by Vasishji to live in the forest whole life because he had killed a cow. He was a king, he was a prince, and by mistake he killed a cow thinking it is a lion. Vasishji said, go and become Shudra. He said, no, Guru is said like that. Dekho kya bhakti thi. Bhakti is tested when you are put into, your ego is attacked. Your devotion is tested when your ego is attacked, whether for God or for Guru. Devotion is not tested when you are given kaju and cashew nuts and nice pampering. That is not your devotion test time. He said, get out of the kingdom. You killed a cow. He said, but it was by mistake. By mistake I killed the cow. I thought it is the lion. He said, whole life you get out. He should have given punishment for 1 year, 2 years was sufficient. Vasishji, such a harsh punishment. He said, get out, and not only this, you become Shudra now. He was a very bright, brilliant boy. Prishadra. Beautiful. Moment he cursed, Vasishji took some water and threw on him. He became totally dark. He said, get out. When he went out, he had no grudge and no anger in his heart. He said he is Guru Dev, not only Guru. Guruscha sau devascha. Devas means Bhagavan. So if Bhagavan is doing, there is something in him. No, you cannot face difficulty unless you have this Devata inside. This Shraddha of Guru, this Guru Bhakti Devata said, no, if Guru has given, there must be some aspect to it. I am not understanding now, maybe I will understand later on. Went into the forest. He said, nobody will give him any work. Let him roam around like a mad person. His punishment. Too much punishment was there. But his devta was so strong, he said, something is there. Some kuch to hai. My guru cannot be wrong. Because I have always treated him as a God. If I surrender somewhere and I have given a place of God, I cannot get ungodly response from that. If I was greedy and I went to Guru, then Guru can cheat me. If I went for money to some Guru, then Guru can cheat me. You are cheatable. If I want kami, then Guru can cheat me. If I am not lobby, not kami, then Guru cannot cheat me. Got my point. He went away. Quiet. Who told? Who told? Not any satsang. That Guru Devta told. Inside that Guru Devta told. This is what I say. Something clicks. Bigger thing click in your life. He went away. Kuch kaam to hai nahi now. Out of kingdom he is. What he do? Just sat under a tree. Somebody give him food, it is okay. Somebody no food, drinking water only. You know what happened? He started going to deep meditation. Because no work. And ultimately he realized the Brahman in that particular goal which none of the people of his kingdom could realize. He knew the self and he became Jnani. Vasishji said, wow, you scored century without balls? पकड़ो इस बात को आप. His principle was, if I have seen Guru somewhere, God somewhere, and I have not seen him, I have never went to my Guru with my greed, with my lust, with my anger to get anything. I went to him only for God. If I am going to somebody only for God, then God will express only through that person, nothing else. There will be something in his curse. I hope you are. Ye hai, this is the Devta. When you invoke any bigger thought repeatedly, that Devta becomes very vocative, vocal in you. It starts talking to you and giving you something which is, out of the world. It's what you it's too much. Wow. And I feel what I feel. Whatever university studies are there. Actually, supposing I am studying mathematics or physics or biochemistry or sociology or whatever is there, I go and keep reading the subject. But reading the subject will not make you a good mathematician. When you dedicate yourself totally into the subject, there is a mathematics devta that comes into you. And that devta or physics devta or medical devta, it has to come into you when you are totally engrossed in the subject. So the difficult problem you solve like this because the devta clicks. Shh. Morning I was telling about Shakuntala Devi, if you remember. You were there. 11 digit number was there. 9, 8, 5, 7, 2, 4, 8, 9 into 3, 7, 9, 2, 5, 9, 11, 12. Multiply it. And within few seconds, she will say 7, 9, 2, 9, and 5 people are sitting. Computer speed is slower than her speed. It is not a manual calculation. When here I ask, what is 16 into 11? Did you say, Swami ji? Where is my mobile? Why? Calculator is there. Bhondu mal. No devta is in you. Not even little devta is there in you. If devta nahi hai, to fir in that area you have to work very, 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 very hard to get little conclusion. It is when you dedicate yourself to a certain bigger principle, then the devta takes over. Similarly, was one great mathematician called Ramanuja. The film had come, the man who, discovered infinity. I never seen that. He also used to just give like a bigger formulas. They used to see in front of that. Deviji was there. I feel big scientists are there, they are like that. When you invoke a vritti constantly, day and night, you invoke a bigger thought. That vritti has turns into a magical thought. It starts giving you something, some such illumination which is unusual. And outer world will be not only benefited but amazed. It will bring the society together. It will bring joy to everybody. Seva vritti is there, supposing. Iska bhi devta hai. You serve somebody, anybody, mother, father, teacher, anybody. And you serve day and night. No sleep, no food, nothing. Because Daivi vritti is a tendency, I want to give up everything and sacrifice everything. Number one, I want to give a lot of joy to some ideal in my life. I want to sacrifice everything for you. This tendency to sacrifice everything is called devotion in that particular altar. Devotion means you want to give all your comfort, all your emotion, all your ego to some altar in life. Is it okay? Keep on talking, don't worry. I'm understanding slowly. I understand slowly. What did you say? Devotion means? Devotion means the desire to, क्या बोला था? Give up all your personal comfort, all your emotion, and all your ahankar to please one bigger ideal. That ideal can be Guru, that can be God, that can be father, mother, any ideal. I will die for it. This devotion, this commitment brings out the devta of that area. Seva devta has come now. Now this devta will start telling, I think in Puriya Baba was there, one of his servants was living far away. He used to tell, Baba is eating right now, he is sleeping, he has get up. He was in another city, he used to say like that. And really it was happening there. He is hungry. When you are too tuned, you need not be told too much. He is hungry right now. I think he will eat something sweet. Right now he is feeling something bitter in his mouth. He needs something sweet. Go and give. That is supernatural things are there. Not the foolish disciple is sitting. He said, what do you need? Hey, get me something sweet. Why sweet? You. No. Yes. Okay. I'll get it. Hey, get some sweet. This is not totally untuned out of totally, he is not an upasana of seva. And this was example I gave you. Puru was there, who was the son of Yayati, who gave his youthfulness in exchange and took away his old age. Swapped rather. You don't know what powers are hidden in this world. So when this Shakti is there in anybody, and it expresses in his face or in his eyes, in his speech, that is called Kanti. That is called beauty. Oh. If anybody has not done sufficient upasana, any higher altar he is not invoked in the last life or this life, you can say that he has no dam. He is an envelope without an object inside. No essence is there. Fat envelope, but there is nothing inside. Uncharged battery is there. Only coal inside. Diode and triode is there. Nothing inside. Nothing. There is no samarpan is not there. But if he has offered himself for a long time, then he will be a magic. Therefore, he said, Patanjali goes to that, ahimsa pratishtayam tatsanidau vairtyaga. If you have too much of ahimsa, you have practiced, I don't want to hurt anybody. Wild animals became docile in front of. Wild animals, cruel animals become as if they are pet. That is practice, that is a magic he has. Kriya satya pratishtayam kriya phalasharyatvam. If anybody has spoken the truth only, then whatever he says, it will happen. Devaraha Baba was one saint. I think I was telling about one day. Devaraha Baba used to, great saint of Devari. One day he was sitting. So Rajiv Gandhi was the prime minister, he was cutting this. To meet him, he was coming, Rajiv Gandhi. So a lot of trees were there, they were cutting. He said, hey, don't cut the trees. He said, but PM is coming, helipad has to be made. He said, but his point was, what answer will I give to these trees? What answer will I give to these trees? He said, Baba, but we have to make, we will lose our job. He said, wait for 2 hours. He has cancelled his tour. Tour got cancelled. Within 1 hour report came that tour got cancelled. He is no longer coming. If you speak false for every thing, then nothing will happen by your saying. Nobody will follow you also. And whatever you will say, nothing will happen. It is satya pratishtayam kriya phal ashrayatvam. Because you have invoked that thought continuously. Now that thought is giving you the boon. It has become Ishwari in you. Following that. We are very careless about thinking. We think any bad thing, good thing, dirty thing. We don't know that I am not making one Devta. Ravan had thought of kapat. Kapat means hiding something, showing something. This is what asur vritti is there. Dambho darpo vimanasya krodho paroshyam evcha. Kapat, he will take Sita ji. Remember that story. And Kapat, when he was getting defeated, then he brought the head of Ramji as if if you remember that story. All to trouble her. But this vritti is destructive. It doesn't have a power. But this destructive vritti will go inside and you cannot change easily. This kapat vritti, abhiman vritti, krodh vritti, if this devta or this asur has gone inside you and it has taken root in you, you will like to change, it won't allow you to change unless you do a lot of tapasya in that area. It will just destructive, it will destroy something. Kanti won't be there. Therefore, beggar is there. You can see there is no Kanti. There is no tej in the beggar. Arey, blind, please give Gandhe ko paisa de do. Give money to the blind. He said, every purse is not there. He is dead there. Sorry. And Bahrain I went when beggar used to come in a car. Car. वो beggar thought आ जाएगा फिर आपके अंदर. So these thoughts are that adds to your kanti and that will take away your kanti also. What makes a saint that in him very strong thought is there, which thought can create. Please note, strong thought means Complete my word. Strong thought means that thought for some bigger ideal. It can leave any amount of physical comfort, any amount of emotions of the world, and any ahankar. It can sacrifice for that ideal, which is God. Bas, isko pakad lo. It can be Lord Krishna, Lord Shiva, Lord Ram, any kuch bhi maan lo usko. Can you give up these three things or not? And day and night I propitiate that thought. Then the thought becomes God for you. And it is standing in front of you, folding palms. Yes, sir. What do you want? That thought no longer becomes a thought inside. It becomes a devata outside just to do anything for you. One thought, something should be there. Therefore, this is why he was Siddha Mahatma. He is accomplished somewhere. If I do anything, anytime calm comes, anytime anger comes, anytime I feel sleepy, anytime lazy, anytime I lie, anytime I hide, you are destroying yourself. You are destroying all your powers. And you are not sacrificing. Physical comfort you don't sacrifice. You sleep a lot only. You hide a lot only. Emotionally you don't give up. Your ego you don't give up. So there is no altar where you can sacrifice it. You have not given your best. So Kanti won't be there in you. I hope you understood. Didn't understand? It's a difficult area. Thought of seva can be there. Thought of ahimsa can be there. Thought of feeding the poor can be there. As thinking he is Narayan. Bigger thought is required. One boy was there in Jagannath Puri. Dumb boy. Anywhere who was walking around the temple, Jagannath Puri, used to hold any Mahatma you saw. He is a Mahatma Bhakti was there. 4-year boy. And used to hold his, vastra and bring him to the home. And he said, Ma, Puri, give Puri. So hold him to search Mahatmas and bring like that. Nobody just guessed like that. Kanti doesn't come like that. Some higher thought I keep on invoking. And that process of invoking the higher thought is called tapasya. Earlier days, education was tapasya oriented. Not lab oriented too much. They got a lot of knowledge through this tapasya. Kalidas got Sanskrit knowledge through tapasya of Mother Kali. Not going to any university. And that Kanti has to be there. So anybody who has dharmic vritti will have Kanti. Will have beauty, will have tej in him. If you don't have Kanti, then for everything will fall down. If you don't have one altar for which you can die, for you, 3 things I said. Ability to live physical comfort. Have any altar. I'm not saying it can. Mother ko bhi Bhagwani manna. Don't think she is my great mother. Not great mother, she is God then. Kuch ko to God mano. Stone ko God मान के अपने आप को surrender करो. Or father, or teacher, or anything you want. Unless this vritti is grown in a person, you don't have intuitive power. You don't have saving power. That devata is not there around you. And if you have all these asuras around you, inside you, kam, krodh, etc., tab to ho gayi life. They will burn you, they will disintegrate you, they will scatter you inside. They will tear you apart. This kam, krodh, etc., which is not at its right place, it will tear you, it will burn you. It will make you useless. Kam tore whole Lanka. One Kam of Raman tore and burnt whole Lanka. Hiranyakashipu's hatred, Bhagavan had to tear his stomach only. Vritti thi bas ek. And that Asuri Vritti which was not ready to leave at will. This is what makes a saint. Saint is the name of the one who has the power of this, who is, for him death is a small issue to please his ideal. The biggest thought to give up his life, give up all relations of the world, and give up every comfort of the body, to offer this himself, that is makes himself what? God-like. He's not living for his rag, dvesh, kam, krodh like an ordinary samsari person. Munna munni, he is living. I am living for my child, Swami ji. Therefore you are so upset, sad. All sad people are living for something small. I am living for my fame. अरे तुम्हारा फेम तो होगा नहीं वैसे भी. Inflame जरूर हो जाओगे. If you are going for fame, you will get inflamed. कुछ नहीं मिलेगा तुमको. I'm not living for something. This Kanti is the one. How much you work has no meaning. How much you earn has no meaning. How much you are qualified has no meaning. How big is your house has no meaning. Oh my God, Swami ji. सच बोलेंगे भाई. दम नहीं है ना आपके अंदर. You don't have a vritti inside. Software is nowhere. Hardware क्या करोगे तुम? There is no proper program in you. All viruses are there. All corrupt viruses are there in your heart. Big computer you are putting on. It doesn't give any result. You are typing, it is giving something else. It is crashing every time. It is going shut down. I have to restart every time. 4 times I restarted. This 5th time I am restarting. It starts, it says, something it shows. Again I say, press E. I press it. Again it goes and it restarts. And then I saw some smoke is coming out. Then fan sound was coming out. This is our mind. Too much corruption is there in the mind. There is no big thing, and computer is very good, house is very good, chair is very good, aesthetic is very good. Dressing is very good, my sari pant shirt is very good. My tika bindi is very good. Lipstick is very good. Glasses are very good, top class. Car is very good, but I am bekar. Sadness doesn't leave me, anger doesn't leave me. Arey, pagal, you don't have any altar. You don't have Kanti. Kanti is not the name of a right, good, beautiful face. Kanti is a very, you have such a big thought which gives peace, which gives knowledge, which gives security, which creates a peace around you. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you know what was his greatness? If he touched somebody, other person started chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Tigers started dancing around him. He was going from Calcutta to, that Navadvip to Vrindavan. Jungle was there. And he used to chant Hare Krishna. But that thought was so strong. When thought is very strong, then around you, same thought envelops everybody around. Because your one thought is overpowering. Pure thought, if it is 100%, it will overpower all impure thought. Therefore, in front of teacher, our mind is quiet. And the tigers, etc., started moving and dancing. So much as Kanti was there. But we don't build up one system inside. We don't build up altar inside. Outer altar we may put flower and what is it called? That is okay. But all outer altar is meant to bring the inner bigger thought inside, which can give me peace in all turmoil. Like Prishadra example, who was cursed to go to forest. Just now I gave the example. And he became Shudra. When he was cursed also, he became totally dark. He saw his body became dark. His hair became dark. He became ugly boy. He was a prince. And from prince he became Shudra. No disturbance. Dekho. His knowledge was intact. So that which protects your knowledge, protects your security, protects your future, and creates an environment around you also, that you cannot be taken lightly and loosely. Nobody can take Taponjim lightly. Nobody can take Gurudev lightly. Nobody can take Guruji lightly. You are not a person who can be played upon, because you have Kanti. Otherwise you have Bhranti. Bhranti, understand, no? Brandy. That is called Bhranti. Intellectual brandy is called Bhranti. You're a person who cannot be taken lightly. Arey, unki baat. Arey bhai, unki baat. Taponji Maharaj. Oh. Paramahansa Maharaj. Oh. Gurudev. Oh, Gurudev. Udiya Baba. Ah. Yet so much of Teji did tapasya of Kamakshi Devi, I told you, in Guwahati. And only thought was famine is there, people should get food. Devi came, he said, what is there? He said, I want food for everybody. As you gave the Akshay Patra to Draupadi, Surya Bhagwan ke, give me, I will also give food. He said, no, this is not possible. They have to go through the fruit of action. He said, ask something else. He said, nothing. He said, okay, wherever you will go, this thought of everybody should get food. Anything you will touch, nowhere a shortage of food will be there. This much I can give you blessings. And anywhere you will sit around you, nobody has to ask any question. You will just give the answer. This thought becomes very big asset. And throughout the life he was like that. People entered for Bhiksha, 20 people. 200 were standing on the road. He said, don't worry, everybody will get the food. Where is the kitchen? He used to go and sit in the kitchen, put his hand in the canister of that atta. He said, continue. One is here, one is there, where vegetables are there. Continue. You don't know the power that God has, the Kanti has. But we don't develop it. Our thought is a bigger strength. We have negative, like Ravan had calm. That calm destroyed everything. Krodh destroyed Hiranyakashipu. Lobh destroyed him. So we nourish the asuras in us, the attachment in us, the anger in us, frustration in us, seeing badness in others. Paishunam it is called. There is no Kanti. We become a beggar. Like beggar has no Kanti, I also have no Kanti. No, I will do jap now. Let me see how does not God come. I will do puja now. I will not say false, because if I say one false, all what I have done will go away. If I hide something, that means all my goodness will go away. All what that Devata will run away from you. I told you a story. Indra came to Prahlad. Prahlad was king. He said, give me your kingdom. Give me your money. Give me your army. Last he said, give me your shield. Shield means good conduct. He said, no. I know you are Indra, you are in the guise of a Brahmin. This Devata I will not give, because if this I give, I will fight and take everything back from you. That humility that I have inside, through which I can just give anything, I won't give this to you. This Devata is my asset, through which I am known Prahlad as Prahlad, through which Narsimha Bhagwan came in for me, through which he gave me all the boons. I will not part with this. I can part with the object, but not my principle. Not from that vritti. I will not say false, I will not ask you to go away also. It's my principle now. This is why I am known for. I am known for the world for this particular thought I hold on to. I am not known for the object. Saint is known by a biggest thought, which very common person does not even think of. This is Kanti. Seva Kanti, Prem Kanti, Vairag Kanti, Bhakti Kanti, Path Kanti. You have done a lot of Path Kanti will come on you. Jap Kanti, Dhyan Kanti, Guru Bhakti Kanti. Oh. And every Kanti means you are surrounded by a paraphernalia after that. There is an impenetrable kavach around you. And brilliance is in you. Moment you will ask that, Shiv Bhakti Kanti, Krishna Bhakti Kanti, any topic you will think that God inside will start giving you wonderful thoughts about that. That Panini had, I give the example.